Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of the Battleground pay-per-view. We are kicking things off here with basically a newly sprouting rivalry pretty much between Roman Reigns, former United States Champion, and Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. So it's like a 2-on-1 situation pretty much, and that's what the scenario for this matchup will be. It'll be a 2-on-1 handicap match. Roman Reigns on his way to the ring first. We saw last episode of Raw, or it was Raw before. Then recent weeks, Anderson and Gallows 2 weeks ago, there we go. Forgetting the timeline of events here, 2 weeks ago. It was Reigns' rematch following Money in the Bank against Rusev, where he lost the titles trying to get it back. But Anderson and Gallows distracted him, costing Reigns the victory. And we figured out last week because Gallows came out and pretty much stood up to Reigns, claiming that Reigns is not the big dog around here, no pun intended, that he tries to intimidate everybody else. So it's a 2-on-1 situation for Reigns. We're going to see if the big dog can back up everything he's been saying up to this point, or if Anderson and Gallows will prevail here. Alright, so we're going to get these two guys out here next. Reigns looks like he's ready to go, always ready and willing for a fight. Right, and here are Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Right, they make up the club. Alright, the Good Brothers on their way to the ring. Gonna waste a little time here, just get right into the action. Roman Reigns is ready, starting things off against Carl Anderson again. It is a 2-on-1 handicap match. Reigns starting things off against Anderson. Big clothesline right away. And a backbreaker from Reigns. Big elbow drop to the chest of Anderson. Just a big clothesline. Anderson now in control. We are going to take a commercial break here momentarily and return back to the action here at the Battleground pay-per-view. Alright, welcome back. Part 2 of the Battleground pay-per-view. Again, the matchup between Gallows and Anderson against Roman Reigns is still in progress. Gallows now the legal man, not leader man. Can't even talk right. Reigns with the belly-to-belly suplex. Attacking the right arm of Gallows now. Uppercut, or huge uppercut from Gallows. Dominating Reigns at the moment. Reigns fighting back now. Picks up the big man into the Samoan drop. Turns Gallows around into a crossface. Maybe trying to get out of this matchup as soon as possible with a submission. Gallows gets out of it. A big boot. Gallows with the momentum now. Picks him up, goes for the choke slam, and he plants Reigns. This might be the beginning of the end for Roman. Onto the apron. Just gets tossed back in like he's a small toy. Into the corner. So Gallows and Anderson are going to set him up for the magic killer. And they hit it. Anderson now, the legal man, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. They just completely manhandled Roman Reigns. I don't know if Roman's off his game or Anderson and Gallows proved their point that Roman isn't as intimidating or as good as he claims to be. But Anderson and Gallows with a huge, I would say upset victory, but it's a 2-on-1 situation. But it's a huge victory nonetheless to kick things off here in part 1. I don't think this will be the last time we see these guys face Roman. I'll assume Roman wants some revenge. But we're going to move on to the main event here of part 2 for the Raw Women's Championship. Alrighty everybody, if you guys are enjoying the show so far, do not forget to drop a like, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Main event of part 2, again as I mentioned moments ago, will be for the Raw Women's Championship. Out first is the challenger, the #1 contender in Charlotte, regaining another chance at Bayley and the Raw Women's Championship. Get into that. Speaking of Bayley, she won the Fatal 4-Way for the title at Extreme Rules several months ago. She's been champ pretty much ever since. Alright, so the champ on her way to the ring. Alright, so let's go. Inflatable flailing tube man things. I always forget what they're called. Kind of cool. So we're going to include this part here. So we're going to move on to the matchup itself now. That is what's on the line. The Raw Women's Championship. And who's going to head into 2K18 Universe Mode as Raw Women's Champion. We're going to be finding out here. By the end of this matchup, we will have a decisive winner. Right. Bayley wasting a little time, goes for the neck breaker on Charlotte. And a spinning leg drop. Second one for good measure. Now dropping the knee right on the face of the former champ Charlotte. Charlotte raking the eyes of Bayley now. Backbreaker and just stretching and putting more pressure on the lower back region. That'll come in handy later on. Wheelbarrow facebuster. Charlotte did not seem too pleased. But again, still about Bayley being champ to begin with, but she has her second opportunity against the champ here. Looks if she can capitalize, going for an early cover. One. Bayley kicks out. Vicious chop right to the chest. Bayley with the reversal now. Goes for the drop kick. Charlotte sidesteps. Off the ropes goes Bayley. Avoids the big boot. To a T-bone suplex. Charlotte in control here, early stages of the match. Drops the knee right on the face for a little bit of payback. Bayley trying to get to her feet. That's not working out too well. Knee right to the lower back. Charlotte, I think that's Charlotte's main target here. And Bayley now picks her up into a vertical suplex. Okay, we're going to see if Bayley could continue her reign as Raw Women's Champion. Going after the left leg of Charlotte now. Stomp to the arm. And we have a lot of cool things planned out and just ideas swirling around for 2K18. It'll be interesting to see how everybody fares with the transition. An elbow drop from Bayley again right to the chest. And into the corner goes Charlotte. And before we say, right into the corner. Back first. Bayley setting up to try and put this away. Bayley to belly. Cover on Charlotte. 1, 2, and no, Charlotte just barely kicks out. Bayley cannot believe it. That actually works out the match didn't end yet because we have more time to explain what I was going to say. But again, come 2k18, not quite sure what pay-per-view is technically after this one in the calendar. So before we start building towards like a SmackDown pay-per-view or another Raw pay-per-view or a joint pay-per-view or whatever, gotta check that out first. But as soon as I figure out what pay-per-view is after Battleground, I'll let you guys know. Monkey flip. Bayley showing off the athleticism, going up top. Charlotte is in the middle of the ring, hits the splash, goes for the cover now. 1, 2, and Charlotte barely kicks out again. A big uppercut. Charlotte was going for a spear, it seemed, but Bayley sidesteps it. Kick right to the face. Into the corner now with Charlotte. Bayley with big move in mind. To a suplex into the corner once again. Looks like she's setting up Charlotte for another. Bayley to belly and plants her with it. Cover again. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Bayley successfully retains the Raw Women's Championship once again against Charlotte. She'll be heading into 2K18 as Raw Women's Champion now. This will pretty much be it for Charlotte's opportunities. So, again, in a couple weeks, once 2K18 is out, or more like a week and a half now, but we'll have to determine a new #1 contender for Bayley's championship. I have a couple people in mind, but we're going to see how things play out soon. So that will be it from me in part 2. One more part left, and that'll be the final episode of 2k17 Universe Mode. And then we will take a bit of a break, couple days or so, and then we'll start right back with 2k18 and continue where we left off. Bayley is still Raw Women's Champ. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And we'll see everybody in part 3.